It is officially November 4th. I am going to vote in person on election day. That is what I chose to do. That is what my intuition has told me to do to make sure that it counts. So I'm going to go out and go to where I'm actually going to be voting tomorrow, more than likely, if they even have enough papers and stuff like that. I already have strategies for every possible scenario in my head. Like if they ran out of something, I can go to a different area, I can go to a different place, whatever. I just have a plan, okay? So I don't have much time to go into much detail, but I want to open up this video with saying to those who have already voted, thank you so much. Thank you for valuing your voice. For those who have supported me, have been subscribed to me, have been watching my videos from the beginning, which was 2017. We have come a mighty long way. And so I also want to say congratulations to those of you who are going to be voting tomorrow, like myself. Get excited. So it was extremely emotional. It came out of left field, this particular dream. So it's just, I feel like I already feel how it's gonna feel already because I saw it like in a dream. So how I want to open up this video with saying is the song the song that I heard in the background was My Redeemer Lives. So the song kind of goes like, I know my Redeemer lives. Yes, I know my Redeemer lives. So that was a song playing in the background as I was shown this dream of Kamala. Now, once again, I'm not going to outright say that she is going to get it or not. Obviously, like I said, all the signs are signaling that she will. But this is just kind of like a little inside scoop into what I was shown before all this actually goes down. So in the dream that I had, I was seeing her pick out her clothes for the speech, and I kind of got some energy of an inauguration day as well. And I cannot tell you guys, I cannot underestimate and minimize, guys, how spiritual, how absolutely spiritual this dream was. This dream was super, 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 super spiritual. And it really talked a lot about, so I just want to say this as well. Her ancestors are definitely with her. So if for any reason, like Kamala ever, questions like if her mother is there with her watching over her, I automatically felt that. Actually, I feel like I got a glimpse of her in the dream. I definitely did feel her mother's presence. So this was something I was not expecting. This dream was super spiritual. I saw her mother in the dream. I saw a lot of Black woman Christians singers in the dream, which I was not expecting. I saw a lot of soul singers, Christian woman singers. When I say soul, I mean like soul. Like these ladies have a powerhouse basically. And so if that gives me a little glimpse into if this is the way it's going to go, if that gives me a little glimpse into what her inauguration day is going to be like, I'm going to say humbly that y'all are not ready. Okay. Even women that look just like me, Black woman, mixed Black woman, whatever, America as a, in general, I know people are anxious, very emotional for voting, very emotional for even thinking of the possibility of a, Madame President, a woman being president officially for the first time to represent America. That is a very, very big deal. But let me tell you guys, the emotions that I was given the privilege to feel. So I basically was seeing her pick out her outfit. So I already have the color of her outfit in my head. So if I see what I think I'm gonna see, and then inauguration day and those colors she wears, then wow. All I can say is wow, because I don't know, guys. I guess God just keeps blessing me. I just guess God keeps blessing me with seeing inside what's going on. So I was shown her ancestors. I know, sounds crazy, but not too crazy for what I do and who I am and what gifts God's give me. But I basically saw her ancestors, and they're all around her. Okay? So come election day, come election night, she may feel like I said in the reading, she may feel very, 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 very scared, very anxious, wanting it to be over with, which I think a lot of us feel that at this point, just wanting to know what's it gonna be, what's it gonna be. So Kamala comes across as a naturally very joyous person, very happy person, very focused person, very intelligent woman. But besides all of that, there is going to be some real and raw emotions. And I don't know if America really understands how emotional and how impactful and how spiritual this really is. Maybe there's other people in the spiritual community out here who are gonna be privy to the same thing that I'm privy to, maybe in a different way, I don't know. But I saw her mother. I actually saw her mother looking up at her with the most just awestruck look in her eyes at her daughter spiritually. So if I was like, which I'm not, but if I was able to like share with this with Kamala like in person, the first thing I would say to her is like, your ancestors are everywhere. There is like so many of them that are, wherever she goes in a room, whenever she's getting dressed, whenever she's getting ready to speak to the nation, I see so many of her ancestors all around her, watching her, taking care of her, protecting her. So this is very spiritual. And so what that's relayed to me is that I feel like this, if this goes the way it's going to go, this is also going to be some kind of like spiritual cleansing or spiritual purging for America. Okay, so America, I think, is going to pay back a lot of its karmic debt if they do elect her to be the next president, the 47th president of the United States of America. This is going to really signal to the gods, to the universe, that America is ready to turn the page from the sexism, from the racism. No more, no more. We're gonna stand in that gap, and we're gonna push back the evil forces of the past, and we're gonna move forward. So that was a song. If I could play it without copyright, I would. Let me see who. Let me get the name correctly of who is a singer of that song. Because I heard a distinct voice, and I think that's her name. Let me see if this is her voice. Hold on. Let me see if she's even alive, because if this is the person that I heard sing in my dream I was gonna say for the president, but let's hold off on that until we know she actually won. Okay, she is alive. The lady that sings that one of the ladies that sings this song is alive. Let's see if this is her voice I heard in my dream. She could. I mean, what I'm getting is that, like I said, this inauguration day, if this inauguration day happens, will be very, very different. Like, I don't think people are prepared. Like, it's so spiritual. It's so emotional. I don't think I've seen so many happy tears in my life in one dream. I've never seen that kind of energy in my life. And I can't even compare it to Obama, because Obama was a whole different decade, a whole different era, you know what I'm saying? But the energy I got was like, she's gonna have a lot of spiritual songs, a lot of just a lot of spiritual things are gonna be happening, is what I got. A lot of singers, a lot of prayers, a lot of, you know, cleanse crying, Holy Ghost washing. I just saw a lot of just spiritual activity around her that was very cleansing, very purging, very strong energy. So I wish I could tell Kamala in person, someone could relay the message to her, but I saw her mother. I saw her mother looking at her, watching her every step. And so she's not alone, you know. She may feel sometimes that she's alone, and that this is going to be, you know, a big ordeal, you know, when you're the first of anything. When you are the first of anything, it doesn't hit until it actually happens. Just like Michael Jackson, and RIP to Quincy Jones. He passed away yesterday at 91. 91 is it's a long life. Okay, if I lived till 91 years old, I'd be over the moon. Okay, 91 is a lot, but he produced, you know, the greatest selling album of all time, which was Thriller by Michael Jackson, the king of pop. Equally as iconic, equally as amazing. And so in this analogy, I'm going to kind of like compare Michael Jackson's success to like Kamala's. Like, kind of the vibe I was getting is like, when you're the first of anything, you don't realize until after the fact. So if this goes the way that it's projecting to go, just based upon the energy of America and like woman and what I'm seeing out here and what I'm feeling, the day before election, literally, it's gonna hit very hard. Okay, it's gonna hit her incredibly emotionally hard, because she's gonna think about her mom. You know, she's gonna want her mom there. And you know, every daughter that has a good relationship with their mom, you know, they're gonna crave that. When they achieve something great in life, they're gonna think about, you know, their mom or their dad that passed away, or their grandpa or their grandma. So I feel very privileged, genuinely, that I was able to see her mother. Her mother was shown to me, and I saw her mother following her around and looking up at her. When she's speaking to the audience, her mom's right there in the spirit, looking up at her with tears in her eyes. And, you know, without me getting emotional, it just was something that I've never seen before. I've never seen ancestral contact like that. So I do believe that Kamala's ancestors are definitely protecting her, and if they're definitely doing what they got to do, I have no doubt that she will win, because I feel like everything's already moving in that direction. I feel like we've shifted a timeline. And if I get an opportunity to upload other videos that I've done on TikTok talking about when I felt the shift, I felt the shift about, like I told you, every 4 days is when I feel this shift. And I think it was around like 3:02 or 3:12 in the morning, 3:12 a.m. or 3:02 a.m. in the morning. I woke up and I could literally feel a shift. Like, I felt a positive timeline shift. And ever since, that night, that morning, I should say, I've been seeing Trump like reveal his true colors. I've been seeing his supporters reveal their true colors. I would love to do a video on one of the MAGA supporters. I think his name is Nick Fuentes. Maybe some of you guys know who he is. I didn't really know who he is or what his background is, but I found out yesterday. And Nick Fuentes basically blew the lid off of Trump's shenanigans. Literally, I mean, he basically exposed what the MAGA movement was all about, and he was very, very influential in propping up Trump. He knows Kanye when Kanye, you know, instigated the election and tried to run to help Trump. So a lot of, you know, ex-MAGA supporters are actually telling the truth about why they joined Trump's movement. And it is not shocking to me. It's just kind of like obvious evil. You know, obviously their intentions were very evil. And he makes that known, he makes that said in the video where he was talking about that he realized it was a cult, because when Trump was talking about garbage and all this, they were literally wearing, like, they literally dressed up as garbage. And so he's a supremacist, according to what I heard. And so he said that that's when he said that he realized that something was wrong, was when he couldn't believe that actual human beings, people, were dressing up in garbage just because Trump was making a statement about garbage. And so he realized that it was a kind of like a cult. And he did a whole long video about that. So I have a lot of reaction videos that I want to do. You know, I've just been extremely busy, and I am voting tomorrow. So those of you who give a damn, definitely send protection energy my way, good vibes my way. I would appreciate it, because I'm hoping that the line's not going to be long. My strategy for tomorrow is to go before it opens, you know, to camp out like maybe an hour or two before it even opens, so that I'm at the front of the line. And I want my sticker. I want my voted sticker. I want my sticker. And I'm gonna vote on election day, the actual election day. That's what I chose to do. I felt led to do that. Okay. So I'll be able to do my ballot and vote for again after Hillary Clinton, but again officially for what will be the first woman president of the United States of America. And I don't even know how I'm going to take that all in, because when I saw people go to vote, they were, you know, some women were and men were crying, you know, and that speaks volumes, guys. Like I said, I don't know if people are ready. Like, people, you know, if you have a certain thing to calm yourself down, or like a drink or a sleep routine, or maybe a clean environment. Like for me, a very very clean environment helps me think better. So I have been, here's my furniture polish. I have been profusively and consistently, you know, deep cleaning, basically, you know, for weeks now, leading up to what's going to be tomorrow, election day, the 5th of November, because I know that, you know, I could already foresee what's going to happen. I already feel like, especially in my state and my city, you know, or cities, I should say, you know, I plan on celebrating, if this goes the way it should go, by the American people's voice and vote. I plan on celebrating for a long time. I'll put it that way. Now, if she also does win the election, inauguration day will be also insane. I got a little peek into inauguration day in the dream too, and it's definitely going to go over capacity. There's going to be so many people. My goodness. It could absolutely be bigger than Obama's, if not the same level as Obama's. No doubt about it. It was just, the energy was so freeing in the stream. Like, the energy was like, the word I could think of is liberation. Yes, liberation. Like, there's gonna be a cleansing, you know. If she gets in, I see a spiritual cleansing of this nation. I see a lot of karmic debt being paid. I see a lot of just certain people's ancestors, you know, really kind of turning things around, including Kamala's. Her ancestors are all hands on deck. And all the churches, you know, even I think just on Sunday, which is now Monday, she was at another church. Actually, let me show you the video real quick. If I was on live stream, I would just kind of project it onto the screen, but I'm not on my computer live with you all. I'm on my iPhone. I can show you real quick a video. She was, 1 second, y'all. She was at a church getting kind of caught up. And here's another singer next to her. There was a singer next to her here, another black lady who's a gospel or soul singer. She's going to have a lot of those people, you know, in the setting, if this goes the way it should go. She's going to have a lot of those type of women around her, performing for her, speaking into her life. So I see, it's just very spiritual. It's extremely spiritual. And let me find the video. Here it is. Here it is. So here was a video where she was at a church. I think it was either the day before or Saturday or Sunday. Sorry guys, the little dust. And they're praying for her. So as you can see, she has this thing where she's really into the church. Like she's really always like in normally like a Baptist church or Church of God. You know, she's been in churches a lot, which I think is wisdom. I think it's extremely smart, and it kind of and now that I've had the dream about it, it does actually seriously reveal where her strength comes from, guys. Her strength absolutely comes from her faith. So for those Christian MAGA supporters who love to throw the word demonic around, you don't know what you're talking about. In my dream, I was shown this lady is highly spiritual. Kamala Harris is highly spiritual, highly. And when she's like in these church settings and she's praying and stuff, like that's legit. That's exactly what she's doing. She's not just there to put on a show, you know. That is like her daily bread. That is her lifestyle. Okay, that is what I was shown, is that is literally Kamala Harris's lifestyle, is like, you know, lots of prayer, lots of, you know, consecration, lots of going to God. So I don't know. I know besides Obama and Michelle, I don't know if there's been any other president besides Kamala and Obama that's been this spiritual, that's been this all hands on deck. I don't know if anybody, you know, that's worked in the White House is going to be able to reveal that. But from what I got, it just seems like this may be one of the, if not the most spiritual president, spiritual president to date. Because what I saw was that everything was about faith, everything was about strength, everything was about, you know, the universal energy, divine feminine energy, that kind of thing, you know. And I think that America is going to benefit greatly, because if you have a commander-in-chief who's not afraid to pray and get on their knees and pray, if you have a commander-in-chief who's not afraid to let the anointing flow, to let the Holy Spirit move, you're going to prosper. That country has to prosper. And I was just so shocked. I wasn't expecting to see that, but I actually had like chills when I woke up. I was like, wow, like, you know, I've never seen that, you know, especially like the way I saw it. Like I've never seen somebody, you know, like every hour of the day just praying, singing, has worship music on. She's extremely spiritual, extremely. So anybody that's doubting that, don't doubt that anymore. She's definitely connected to God, and I feel a lot of breakthrough. I feel a lot of breakthrough is gonna be channeled out of her to America, and a lot of healing is gonna take place, and a lot of wisdom is gonna fall, and a lot of empowerment. Like people are gonna begin to believe in themselves, especially women who have been suppressed and have been silenced for so long. She is definitely gonna give some kind of spiritual rejuvenation to America. So look forward to that. I look forward to that if everything, God willing, goes in her favor. We're going to see a revolution. We're going to see a spiritual cleansing. Women especially are going to get their freedom back. They're going to get their voice back, because, you know, she's going to like be like a lighthouse on a hill, where she's going to kind of signal out to America that, like, you know, we're better than this. And with God's help and our perseverance, we can do all things. You know, we can do all things through that strengthens us. And that's what I saw. So I saw her ancestors. I saw her preparing to speak to big crowds. I saw a glimpse of the inauguration day. It's definitely going to be over capacity, no doubt about it. It's going to be so many people. Wow. Like I've just never seen anything like this in my life. So I think that people are definitely not ready for what they're going to see. They're definitely not ready. They think they are, but they're definitely not. So get your tissues, you know, if you drink liquor, if you have a nice cocktail or a nice drink, nice rum punch or, you know, juice or whatever. If you're adult, you're over the age of 21 or 22, you could drink legally. You know, get you some snacks, you know, make sure your environment's clean, because the amount of emotions that are going to be waving through this country, if this goes in her favor, you've never seen before. You can compare it to Obama, yes, but I think because she's a woman, there's going to be a very, very special feminine touch that nobody's ever witnessed before. And she's going to bring into her events and her services and her inauguration, if this goes in her favor, she will bring a lot of spiritual singers, soul singers, people that are really like connected, and it's going to heal this land, guys. It's going to heal the land. So, you know, Alpha and Omega and Mother Nature is the ultimate source, but she's a great conduit. She's a great channeler of that from what I could see behind the scenes in that dream. She's very receptive to energy. Like I was actually kind of shocked that she's that spiritual. So she's very, I almost got goosebumps. And I got sparkles on my arm. You guys see that? Now I got sparkles on my arm out of nowhere. You see that? The presence of the Lord is here. The presence of the Lord is here. I feel it in the atmosphere. The presence of the Lord is here. The presence of the Lord is here. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting right now. Okay, I wasn't actually singing, but that's the kind of vibe I'm getting, guys. Like revival, rejuvenation, restoration. God personally told me about 2.5 months ago that 2025, I'm actually going to put this in the title, is a year of restoration. I just put it in the title. That's the word that God gave me, is that 2025 is a year of restoration. Everything you think you lost, everything that went wrong under Trump, even under Biden, everything you think that didn't go the way it should have went, we're getting a second chance, America. We're getting a second chance. So, gonna be a lot of emotions. That's what I was seeing. A lot of emotions that people have never felt before. And we're going to need time. We're going to need time to heal. We're going to need time as a country to come together and cry it out, you know, cry out tears of joy and cry out the tears that we have to shed for those of people that we lost, you know, during the pandemic, that didn't know any better, that fell for what Trump said, which was what, you know, he was pushing out here, but all this stuff was a hoax, and then killed millions of people behind it. You know, we have to still heal from that, guys. We still have to heal from all the trauma that we went through, you know, under Trump. We have to still heal. We have to heal as a nation. And that's what I see coming. So make no mistake about it. You know, make no mistake about it, guys. If she gets in, there is going to be a spiritual revival. And just like what I'm saying to you, there's going to be a spiritual revival. There's going to be a cleansing. There is going to be a karmic debt that is finally paid. And that is a big deal, especially those of you who are, you know, fellow spiritual people, and, you know, maybe you have your own channel, you have your own spiritual gifts. You know how important that is. You know how important that is when a country is turned to repentance, when a country turns their face back to God and says, we want to love each other. We want to be happy again. We want to be prosperous again. That is spiritual within itself. That's a spiritual nature and a spiritual act within itself. And so that's what I was shown, is like under Kamala, there is going to be such a restoration. And so, you know, of course, I would hope to see that, you know what I'm saying? But the election is not called, guys. We have to wait. We have to wait until all the votes are counted. All the votes are counted. Not like what Trump said, which is like, you know, close it by 9 o'clock and do all paper. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. You know, I don't even think he knows what he's talking about at this point in time. But no, there's going to be a lot of votes, including my own. You know, my vote is going to be casted tomorrow morning. And they need to have time to count my vote. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it may be a couple of days. We don't know yet. I could pull some on it, but I haven't yet. But you know, I think people kind of get the idea that, you know, this is not a typical election. A lot of people have come out to support. A lot of people have come out to vote for her. So the people that work at these poll stations and whatnot are gonna have to have time, you know, to count everybody's vote. You know, whether for Trump or Kamala, they're gonna have ample time with the mail-ins and all this stuff. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do all that. I don't know how that even really works. I've been researching it, but I didn't mail mine in. I always go in person, so I always vote in person, so I can't relate to that. But you know, even the ones that are mail-in, you know, they need to ensure that everything that's got mailed in actually goes, you know, does actually go to be counted. So I don't know how, but I don't know how long it's gonna take. But it's gonna be like a spiritual experience, like, and a lot of people that I saw on TikTok were saying that they're just gonna go to sleep and wake up because they have anxiety. I mean, you don't want to miss this. I would not recommend that. I would recommend that if you can stay up and watch it, you're gonna want to, because what you're gonna watch, you're never gonna see again in your lifetime. So you might as well embrace it. You might as well enjoy it. You might as well, take it all in, because the energy is going to be very, very high from what I got. And like I said, very, very spiritual. So that's basically it. I've covered everything for the most part under around 30 minutes or so, 35 minutes or so. So can I use the word anointing? I don't know. I just felt such an anointing over her life. And I think I did say this in a different video a while back, that I feel that God is really ordaining her genuinely to be the next president. I feel it so strongly, and having a woman that prays, having a woman president that has consecrated her life for public service and is committed to seeing our lives get better, no matter how difficult the world is, the difficult shape the world is in. Having a leader that is genuinely attuned to God's ear and listens to what God has to say to her is powerful. That's powerful. And so I don't think people are ready. I really don't think people are ready, but they're gonna have to get ready. And if you plan on going to visit Washington for Inauguration Day, I would love to go. I don't know if it's gonna fit with my schedule. I would love to go. That's gonna be very, 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 very intense. Like, the energy was off the chart. I wish somebody could put like a hertz meter or something to that crowd, and tell us what is the hertz, what is the numbers, because that kind of energy, we haven't seen that kind of energy since Obama. So I'm just gonna update the description. So I'm gonna be trying to get my silk press in true Kamala fashion. And yes, when I realized that I could have a president that gets silk presses like me, I was delighted. It's like I'm living in really, guys, it really feels like we're living in a higher timeline. And I know that sounds cliche, and to those who maybe don't like her, you may not get what I'm trying to say. You may just, feel some kind of way, but all right, God bless you, whatever. I felt it physically. I felt it, and I've yet to upload that TikTok, but TikTok, I put it on TikTok. I woke up and I literally felt the physical shift. I could feel that we are going in the right direction. And that's going to bring so much abundance to our country. That's going to bring so much healing to our land. That's going to bring so much restoration. And I really hope that if that's God's will, that it will be done, because this country needs to be purged. Really, this country needs to be cleansed of its racism, of its sexism, of its not loving thy neighbor as God instructed us to love our neighbors, to love other people the way that God loves us, to forgive other people that like the way that God forgives us. Those principles, in my opinion, and in what I was shown in the dream, have yet to be exercised. And having a leader that actually can show that And then people can say, okay, if she could do that, if she could forgive Trump for all the nasty things he said, and she could still do her job being commander in chief, then I can too. Then I can forgive the person. then a lady out there could say, then I can forgive the abuser that tried to abuse me, or I can forgive X, Y, and Z. And think about how much healing. Think about how much healing, guys, is going to take place of this land. So anyway, I'm going to leave that on that note. I have to update the description. I got to post this on the community tab. I got to now finish cleaning before I work later. I have to get this place ready because if it's anything close to the energy that I saw in my dream, oh my goodness, get your tissue boxes ready, guys. Get your tissue boxes ready, because there's going to be a lot of happy tears or a lot of celebration. And if you'd want to go out and celebrate and you don't have, an outfit or whatever, go buy an outfit now. Manifest it. Go buy an outfit. I'm going to do a little shopping later. And I'm going to make sure that everything is good to go. And I'm excited. Yes, now I'm actually excited. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not, I think everyone's going to be a little nervous naturally, but I'm more excited because I feel like if this is really what's going to happen, we're going to see such a new level of respect for women. We're going to see such a new level of love and kindness that this country hasn't experienced in such a long time, such a long time. And we're going to get back to those, fundamental principles of, treat somebody how you want to be treated. And that has not been exercised for the longest in America. They have traded hatred for healing. And so under Kamala, what I was shown is there's going to be a lot of healing that takes place. And so I'm ready. I'm ready to see that version of America. I'm ready to see that version of the world even. I'm ready to see people turn away from their wicked ways and to embrace people and to respect other people as they want to be respected, And America needs it. We need it. So I'm more excited, actually. I'm more excited to see what's going to happen. And so I would love to be able to visit Washington for Inauguration Day. If it fits in my schedule, I would love to be there in person. But if I can't, I will do everything I can to make sure that I see all the coverage from where I am. But we're just gonna have to see, right? We're just gonna have to see. So anyway, y'all, if it goes in her favor, that's what I was shown. It was very, 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 very beautiful. It was overwhelmingly goosebumply chilly, and it was kind of mind-blowing that we're so lucky to have her, and at the perfect timing where people are broken and people are needing, to feel lifted up again. And I think it's a gift from God. I mean, I know it may sound crazy to some people, but I really feel like this is a gift from God. This is like a timeline shift, And it's like it's our time, It's our time to reclaim back, the good in this country, not the bad, and to shine a light on people that are good and that work hard and that love other people and don't just try to stomp on people to get ahead and don't have hatred in their heart, and that's a huge change from what we're used to in this country, especially in certain states more than others. So thank you all for watching, genuinely. There's so much more I could say, but it's already 38 minutes. But it's just the colors, the energy, the joy I was seeing, radiate off of her in my dream was shocking. I was like, wow, she's really connected, y'all. She's really connected, and we would be so privileged to have her. And I hope that my fellow Americans feel the same way. I hope that everybody else in America can see the vision that I have and will vote for that vision, and will want to manifest that vision for our country, opposed to the opposite path, which is going to be hell, And so either way, we'll get through it. But I'm just saying that what I see for her, the energy that I see that she's going to give to us, is super special. And I think this country would be definitely remorseful if they don't, turn the page on this, you know, and go towards a more positive future. So I'm excited. I'm no longer feeling the jitters, especially after that dream, you know, especially after that dream. I feel very, very excited actually. And I'm ready to see, you know, what our country is like under somebody who is spiritually attuned, a divine feminine, and has genuine integrity, you know, genuine integrity, just like Obama did. And that's very special. That is very special. And I think that we would be, I mean, other countries would definitely envy us. I will tell you that they will definitely begin to envy us even more, because when they see how happy she makes all of us, they're going to be wanting to come over here to America. So don't be surprised if you see an influx of people coming over to America wanting citizenship, because, or filing for citizenship, because they're going to be so proud of what she brings that they're going to want to come here. So you heard it here first. So I love you guys. All right. 40 minutes, 33 seconds and counting. Got to get off of here. So much more I could say, guys, genuinely, but I'll cut the video here. So I'll see you in the next video. Maybe the next time you'll see me is a reaction video or me going to vote. And I gotta rest my voice. I've been talking a lot in general, on camera and off. So I cannot wait until I can rest my voice. Maybe when the election season's over, I'll be able to kind of get my old voice back. But it's been a while, guys. I can't lie, you know, and I hope you guys can see the effort, and I hope you guys can see and feel my heart, you know, genuinely. Like, I just want the best for this country, you know, and I want the best for women, especially because when women have been so mistreated for so long, you know, we deserve better. And you know, it's all about pure power. It's all about pure love. It's all about pure intention. And genuinely, I feel even more confident, and I feel even better that I could see her spirit. I could see where she's coming from, the place she's coming from. And it's pure. It's pure. As Beyonce said, it's pure. And so everything that God's revealing to me about her, about our country, about the years to come, about things that are going to be invented, is exciting. I posted another dream about, I had a dream about inventions that are going to be made that are so cool, guys. I mean, we have such a bright future, and now we're in a better timeline. You know, we've chosen a different timeline. As if this goes for her, we've chosen a different timeline deliberately, and we're going to be so blessed for it. And so I can't wait. You know, I actually cannot wait. So I expect to celebrate. I expect to come on here and, you know, chat some more with you guys on election day. I expect all of that. I expect to have a great time with you all. And I hope that this is going to be a peaceful, prosperous, happy, and positive week. So God bless you all. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to thumbs up. Feel free to share the video. I will see you all very, very soon. Okay, until election day is tomorrow. All right, bye guys. See you in the next video. Bye.